On Saturday, October 30th, Full Disclosure hosted our 19th anniversary celebration at the Burton Chase Park in Marina del Rey. Much to our dismay, our guests became victims of the malicious parking policies of Los Angeles County. How many people here had problems with the meters? Look at that. How many people didn't have enough quarters to pay for their parking? And how many people lost money in the meters? Wow. Keep your hands up just so we can be sure that this gets on our home page, because we want the Board of Supervisors and the administrators to see just what kind of public relations they have with people that come from all over Southern California to Marina del Rey and are treated so poorly. Being Full Disclosure, we weren't going to allow this detestable situation to go unchallenged. We asked some of our guests to come back and explain the difficulties that they faced that morning. Althea Shaw explained her trouble.
So we put quarters in, and I put in 4 quarters I had in my purse. I happened to have 4 quarters before anything changed. And then I was like, hey, wait a minute, it's not changing. And so then we pushed the buttons, and then we put a few more quarters in. It still didn't change. Even our producer, T.J. Johnston, had problems.
Well, I'm trying to run an event as producer for Full Disclosure, so I had to park here and put quarters in the machine. I put in 6 quarters, figuring I got an hour and a half or so I could get in and run the event. And you only get 10 minutes per quarter. 10 minutes per quarter, 6 quarters, that's an hour. That's an hour, and it's a 3-hour event. I had no opportunity to come back out once the event started, so I wound up with a ticket.
Bill Edwards, who also attended the event, was more enterprising. After realizing the impossibility of using the metered parking lot, he drove around the area and found a satellite parking lot that would take a credit card for a longer duration. But he had problems as well.
So I took my credit card, and it says face up, so I put it in, and it says wait a moment please, and then it says unreadable card. So I tried it the other way, and actually I tried to force it in, and then I had trouble getting it out. I thought maybe it was that the sign was wrong, and that it shouldn't be face up. It should be the magnetic strip up. I tried it both ways that way. Was unsuccessful to get the card to work. And by that time I was 30 minutes late for the event, and parked my car, and thought I'd take my chances on a ticket.
Fred Sotilli was victimized by the same machine at the same lot.
I didn't want to pay $8 for 4 hours, but it was my only alternative, so I did. I slid my card into the machine and pressed the buttons. I followed the instructions, and lo and behold, nothing came out. So I thought I had done it wrong, that the transaction didn't take place. So I put the card in again, very carefully followed the instructions, and at the end, 2 cards came falling down. So now I had spent $16 for my 4-hour parking experience, and I was pretty unhappy about that.
We tracked down a county official, Paul Wong, who's the chief of the planning division of the beaches and harbors, and we asked him to demonstrate how the machine should work.
So basically just follow the sign here and insert the credit card face up. Right. Let me see here. Right. If it does not go in naturally, then it's the wrong way. So just insert. And it asks you to choose the payment here, and basically just follow the instruction on how much time you want, and I'll just go ahead and press the blue button for the whole amount here, and the machine will spit out a ticket. You can remove your credit card, and the ticket will be dispensed at the bottom here.
Okay.
Don't tell me that we run out of ticket. Let me try again.
Try again he did. He was determined to demonstrate how simple the process was, with the same confusing result.
I think so. Let me see.
Yep.
Okay, here it says insert credit card face up.
Okay.
And down here it says gives you option for payment here. Shows Tuesday, November 2nd.
Uh-huh.
And what? Okay, the blue button will increase.
The blue buttons for each payment.
Payment, right?
Now this will be your second payment, right?
No, I think it's for the first payment. Earlier, I think I pushed the wrong button.
Oh.
And
Whoops.
Interesting.
Interesting. Embarrassing. Still, Mr. Wong gamely continued his struggle with the machine.
And the green button here is to validate the transaction and print. So I believe that we did. I did not read the instruction, I believe. Let's try that. So we do the blue button, 6. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. What happened?
And the public is expected to make this work or pay a $60 fine. We kept the camera rolling for another assault on the machine.
Let's try it again, and I will just go ahead and I think the blue button, it's paid. Okay. Printing in process, and we have the ticket.
Okay. Hooray! We finally had a legitimate parking receipt. And then we were stunned by Mr. Wong's summation of the exercise. Okay.
So I believe it's quite transparent and clear if we just slow down and read it a little bit.
But then as our producer asked, what is the purpose of requiring the public to go through this extraordinarily difficult process?
Why is the county looking to use meters to soak the public for use of a public park? Why are they soaking us for money in a quarter at a time at a public park where we have the opportunity to enjoy our outdoor spaces that we're paying for through our taxes?
Or is this simply a sadistic revenue-generating process designed to ensnare people who come to the park facility?
Well, sure, it's a setup. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's like sending somebody theater tickets and then going robbing their house when they're at the movie. They know there's an event from 8 or 9 until noon. So come on down at 11:45. They're all inside there. The cars are all here. It's a turkey shoot.
I'd hate to think that the government was so Machiavellian that they purposely make it difficult to actually comply with the law and pay for it in order to get these $60 tickets, which they make an awful lot more money than would from 18 quarters.
Deborah Talbot works for the county. She's the PR marketing director for the beaches and harbors. She defended the parking prices and policies.
There was a study done on that, so they felt that the balance between the free parking during the week would offset that cost, which it costs a lot for us to run these facilities. So there has to be some sort of a revenue source.
Fred Satilli was more direct.
And it's just theft. It's just straight out theft.
And they've really aggravated a lot of folks. So how many of you are in favor of joining a protest to demand that the county fix these meters and lower their prices? Okay, we'll have it on record now.
Well, I think first of all we take hacksaws, saw off the meters, okay, as public, and stand up for our rights to reclaim our park.
Okay, so the county needs the money too.
We do.
We want to know what you, the viewers, think. Please respond to our survey and leave your comments below. Number 1, have you experienced these inequitable and confusing parking problems in government-run public parking near you? Yes or no? Number 2, do you think the county is justified in using this method to raise revenue? Yes or no? And number 3, do you think we need a ballot initiative to stop county government from exploiting the citizens who utilize the free public parks? Yes or no? Please be sure to leave your comments below. I'm Leslie Dutton. Thank you.